David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Here at the Palace on the Prairie, you know this is one of the most iconic stadiums in all of college football. Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium gets rocking for the Sooners. They have got so many loyal fans. You know they bleed crimson and cream here. They are excited after a 10-win season last year, and these fans can't wait to get it started again. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Sooners headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Hansen. Plows through the defense. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
To throw, it's Beck. Throws it deep. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Going to the ground. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to the well. And he's dragged down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He might want another play. It'll be a run on third and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. Third and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
brings the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Beck. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Wants to throw on third down. Got his man downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Running inside, it's Hansen. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. They'll run the sneak for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Great job by the back on the option.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. How about that aggressiveness. He's got space. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. The Sooners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. To the air, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 7.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Rushes on him, and they got it.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Oh, they're after him. Finds the big tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there.
Makes a grab and room to run. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Booster, booster! Bubba! Go!
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
On the option. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Beck. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Punt is on its way. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to open this drive with a pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose. It'll be his turnover. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. There's a live football. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's knocked down, but this turnover going to be wiped out by a penalty on the defense. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Could we get the trainers over to the coach right now? He's got his punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Back to pass. It's Beck. buying some time. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.